Hey guys, Nadeem back here. This summer, I'm gonna be posting more videos again, mainly for my road to 170 pounds. I'm gonna name it like a series like that. But while I'm filming these videos, I'll give y'all insights of how I create my plan, the science behind my plans. I'm gonna try to show y'all some of the foods I eat and how I go on about with my foods. Other than that, I'm also looking forward to my training. I'm trying to train like Rock Lee this summer. You know, if I can't do 10 of those, I'm gonna do 20 of them. If I can't do 100 of these, I'm gonna do 200 of these. You know how it goes if you know Rock Lee. But other than that, I do want to get my core strong this summer, bring some strength levels up, maybe have one exercise per day for strength, but mainly only focus on losing this weight and still building some muscle. So what I am trying to think of is adding the 3 compound movements this summer, just like I did last summer: squats, deadlift, and bench. But I am really scared of getting under that squat bar because just in general, having that bar on my back scares me due to my back problems. And I'm gonna just give it a try and just take it slow. Maybe start with the bar, put on some 25s, see how it feels, and not do too many sets or anything like that, you know? But yeah, I don't have an official plan set yet for this summer. I'm gonna be working on that either tonight or tomorrow morning. While I do, I'm gonna make sure to record and explain the process of how I make this plan and what I am trying to get out of the plan. So see you guys there. What's up, guys? So here we are. I'm about to show you guys how I'm gonna set up my plan for this summer. First, I'm gonna get started with the split. I'm gonna see how the split is gonna go for the week. I'm probably gonna go with the push-pull leg type of split while I add those compound exercises throughout the day to also get my strength lifts in. So I have a little template here already right now, but let me go write it down on my Word. Okay guys, so I'll go ahead and give you guys a walkthrough of how I make my plan and what the thought process is while I'm making this plan. The first and most important thing I make sure when I'm making a plan is whatever muscle group I'm hitting is getting about 48 hours of rest before I go ahead and hit it again. So for example, on the first day I'm hitting legs, I'm making sure it's getting 2 days of rest before I go ahead and hit legs again. Same goes for every other muscle group. As you can see, back and biceps on the second day, it will get 2 days of rest, and then I'll go ahead and hit back and biceps again. That is the main thing I look out for when I'm making my split. I want to make sure whatever muscle I'm working on isn't feeling sore. It is fully recovered, recuperated for me to go on ahead and hit that muscle group at its hardest. Oh yeah, so let me go ahead and make sure I go through why I have back and biceps together, chest, triceps, shoulders together, and things such as that. Many people don't think of, it doesn't come across their head, which is basically why back and biceps are connected in the same day, or chest, triceps, and shoulders. So when you're pulling something, yes, you're working your back, pull-ups, row. Yes, you're working your back, but your secondary muscles are your biceps, your rear delt, and it can also be your brachialysis. Therefore, you go ahead and work all those muscles in one day. Same goes for chest, triceps, and shoulders. When you're doing a bench or you're pushing something, not only are you pushing with your chest, you're pushing with your front delt and triceps. Therefore, you go ahead and work those muscle groups in one day. And of course, then there's legs. You work legs as a whole in one day. Now, this comes in handy again because, like I said, it takes about 48 hours for a muscle group to recover. It wouldn't really make sense if you hit chest on Monday and triceps on Tuesday. You technically still use triceps on Monday, and now you're fatigued on Tuesday and you can't go as hard when you're training your triceps. So my best advice would be make sure when you're making your split that each muscle group is getting about 48-hour rest in between. And in order to do that, you want to make sure that you're connecting the secondary muscles with the primary muscles in the same day. Now that we got that covered of how or what my thought process is when I'm making the split, let's go over my split. I'm going to be working out 6 times a week. I'm able to hit each muscle group twice a week, meaning I can get twice as amount of growth done. And as I said, everything bolded is for my strength gains, which will most likely be the first thing I work on after my warm-up. And for right now, I am only doing cardio once a week. And by cardio once a week, I mean a whole cardio session, which is about 30 to 45 minutes. Of course, before each workout, I do hop on a cardio machine for 10 minutes to warm my body up. That does not count as cardio though. That doesn't. That counts as a warm-up. Okay, now that we got the split out the way, my next training day is gonna be back and biceps. I'll go ahead and get started on my training program, and I'll guide y'all through what my thought process is while I'm making that, or after I've made it. So here we are. I just did my back and bicep training day. What I'm starting with is gonna be pull-ups. Like I said, that's my strength exercise of the day. I'm not gonna worry about hypertrophy. I'm not gonna worry about going slow on the eccentric and keeping that contraction, tension, strong mind-muscle connection. Like, I'm not gonna be that worried about that, but it is, for me, it's kind of inevitable. For me, it is inevitable. So it is gonna happen naturally with my mind and muscle connection. However, the main thing, no matter what, hypertrophy, strength, or whatever, we all gotta focus on keeping our form straight. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll make sure my form is good, and I'm just getting myself to point A to point B, to point A to point B. That's all there is for my pull-ups. After that, I go ahead and get started on my lat pull down. That's when my hypertrophy training starts. That's where I worry about how slow I'm going the eccentric. Am I feeling the muscle that I'm working? Is my mind and muscle connection strong? I want to make sure whatever muscle I'm targeting is fully activated and is feeling the tension throughout the whole set, and the weight that I'm lifting is going directly into my lats. I don't necessarily need a warm-up unless I'm still feeling cold. I don't think I would feel cold because I just had done pull-ups. So I can go straight up to the lat pull down and get started. Right now I have a blank on how much I'm gonna do because of course it's a plan for myself. So when I go to the gym, I'm gonna see what numbers I'm hitting that are most comfortable for that exercise. And when you're going for hypertrophy, you're not working for strength. So you wanna find the proper weight that you're able to activate your lats with and rep through with, if that makes sense. Another factor in building muscle is also time under tension. So that's where I add how many seconds my eccentric should be, how many seconds my concentric should be, and how many seconds my hold should be. For right now, I have that basically down in my head. Last year, I had it listed down how many seconds each exercise should be in each phase. I don't necessarily think I need that for this summer. However, if I see any plateaus or anything, I might go ahead and add that in. But I don't need it right now, so it's all good. So moving on, after the lat pull down, we have the dumbbell row. Got all that set right there. I am gonna add a warm-up set in there because I don't wanna injure myself. That workout does need a lot of stability. So I make sure I get a light weight, I get into my position, I get comfortable with the movement and my stance. Once I'm comfortable with that, I'll go ahead and get started with my working sets and load up on weight. Okay, so after that, I'll be moving on to barbell curls. I'll take a little rest from back. Just something simple. Again, a warm-up set because my biceps are probably gonna be cold. After that, I have my cable row on this one. Again, I don't know what the weight is. I'll go ahead, go there and figure it out. So as you can see, most of the reps are 10. I'll actually go ahead and explain that towards the end. Let's just go ahead and finish through the workout. After the cable row, I have the lat pull down machine. This machine at LA Fitness is amazing. A lot of machines at the LA Fitness I go to are not the best because they're very, very outdated. However, this lat pull machine, I think this might be the best machines I've come across. I do not feel nothing but my lats working. All the load that I put in there is straight into those lats. That machine just makes you sit there. You don't have to worry about form. All you have to worry about is pulling down and releasing, pulling down and releasing. So after that fabulous machine, I move on to dumbbell pullovers, which I will superset with traps. And recently, I enjoy doing traps at the cable. I usually get the rope. I hold the rope down just right below me, and I just raise my shoulders to contract my traps. And I honestly, in my opinion, I felt a better mind and muscle connection doing it with the cable instead of using dumbbells or barbells, honestly. But again, it's nice to switch it up sometimes. You don't always have to stick to one thing. After that, I have face pulls for my rear delts, which I will superset with some hammer curls. Then I have some preacher curls, and lastly some dumbbell curls just to get a little pump in there to finish off the exercise. So like I said earlier, y'all saw a lot of those reps were 10 reps or low sets, maybe low number in weight. Now, this is because as the weeks go by, there are many ways I can progressively overload on my exercises. There are several ways to approach this. Some of them are either increasing the reps. Let's say I had 10 reps, I can go up to 12 reps or 11 reps. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Or I can increase the weight load. If I'm doing 50 pounds, the next time I can do 55 pounds, 60 pounds, or even 51 pounds. Again, it doesn't have to be anything drastic. You're still progressively overloading, if that makes sense. You're still giving your muscle something new to work with than it did last time. There's a third way, which is just increasing time under tension, which is, remember those eccentric, concentric, and hold phases. You can just increase how long those are in reps to make your sets last longer. And lastly, there's also increasing sets. These are all ways to progressively overload over time. Now, none of them have to be too drastic. It can also be by adding one extra rep, by adding one extra set, by adding one extra pound. It does not have to be drastic. Each of those will count to progressively overload next time you are working out. That should be your goal if your goal is to increase muscle size. Each of those approaches are a good way to go with progressively overloading on a muscle. Now, a lot of important things that I did not list on here are such as warming up before your workout and then doing a cool down. I always warm up. I always hop on the treadmill or some type of cardio machine, like I said, do a 10-minute warm up. And then I also do some little warm up exercises for whatever muscle group I'm working to make sure they are flexible and ready to work out. And then lastly, towards the end, I still have cool downs. I used to not really approach that as hard, but I'm working on it. It is one of the best things you can do to recover. A good cool down for you to do is after you have done your exercises, go ahead and stretch about a good 30 seconds of couple sets of stretching for whatever muscle group you just worked. Therefore, they can get a head start on recovery. But yeah, so that was my back day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make my split or the training program. I hope you got something out of it. How to create a split for yourself and the key components to progressively overload. But other than that, I'm excited to go on ahead and get my training done for back and biceps. I'll probably go ahead and create a small footage, throw it up on there, and I hope you guys enjoy. So LA just kicked us out because it's 7. Some random person just showed up to close because there was literally nobody there since I was working out. Now I have to wait for a ride and finish my workout at home. See you guys over there. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.
Oh shit, shit getting real. When you turn off the lights, it's just you and your feelings. It's just you and your thoughts. The room is spinning. The music's in it. The music did it. Oh shit, shit getting real. When you turn off the lights, it's just you and your feelings. It's just you and your thoughts. The room is spinning. The music's in it. The music did it. Hey.